What up, my friends? How you doing? It is the calm before the storm, right? The new year is gonna be heating up soon, so that will be interesting. That is not far off at all, actually. Anyways, first things first. Let me grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord, and then we will do our hellos. All right. Let's see here. All right, and okay, perfect. That's good. And the stream is working properly. So hello, my friends. Hello. Welcome. Let me have a little sip of the tea here. That's nice. Okay, so hello, Aang, Jess, Millmaster, Fisher, Error, Kensuke, Juglum, Teferi, Spurl, Joe, Josh. Who else is in here? Jojo. Who else? Zircon. Who else am I missing here? Dale, Krakening, Yamagoro, Ned, Moogle, Larry, Sum. What's up? How you guys doing? Are you excited to be moving into the weekend? It's Friday night, right? So leading into a Saturday and Sunday. It's the first weekend of the new year. So good time to do something impressive or some laundry, one or the other. Actually, sometimes, depending on how much laundry you have, it can feel impressive when you're done, man. Which, it doesn't happen that often, but sometimes circumstances dictate that you have a mountain to deal with, and it actually feels impressive to have it over with. That's how you know you've been alive for a considerable amount of time. When you're like, oh, so you're impressed by the pile of laundry you did. Yeah, I am. What are you what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Krakening, I agree with you. I mean, obviously, having clean clothes is the best. It's the best. Dale, you're talking about darning people's socks? Oh wait, I see what's going on here. Millmaster, what is part of some underground organization? Oh wait, nope. Now it's prison fights. Okay. Leading to socks, people getting stitched up. All right, you guys are into your whole own. When I said it was the calm before the storm, I didn't know there'd be fights breaking out between you guys, right? But thankfully, I mean, it's all digital, so it doesn't matter. It's all imaginary. Moogie, you're wondering if the universe is trying to tell you to do your laundry? I thought the universe trying to tell you to do your laundry was when you're like, I'm pretty much out of clean clothes. That's the most simple, like your indicator, you're low on the fuel gauge. You need to up it, right? That's the deal. That's how it is for me, at least. I never want to get down to being like, I'm wearing the last thing of clean clothes that I have. Because then, you have some crappy pajama bottoms that are like super thin and some garbo shirt. Like the stuff you're not really going to wear around in public that you can wear around on laundry day. So you can technically wear that crap while you're actually laundering your stuff if you push it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I like to have the stuff done on a more regular basis. So unless me and Carly both get sick or something happens, and then you end up with a bigger pile and you got to deal with it all in one go, right? It's just a mountain. It is a mountain. Kensuke, your new laundry machine is both a washer and a dryer. It's so much nicer to have only the one step. That's awesome. It feels like two things at once when I hear it. It feels like I must have heard about this before, but I also feel like this is the first time I'm hearing it or contemplating it, and it sounds awesome. Gianna, sometimes when you click on websites, it will take you to a different thing than you clicked on. I have it happen to me on all kinds of different platforms. And we also have a fun little thing going on with our one computer that we watch like movies and stuff on and TV shows where the mouse will double click. So sometimes there'll be extra windows or like pop-ups coming up and you go to close them and then it double click closes that and what you had already just opened up and you're like, oh, can you not? Like, this is just obnoxious. Anyways, washer dryer in one go. That's pretty amazing. Crackening, what are you do you want to go to prison? Is that why you're interested? Fisher, yep. When your wardrobe options are limited, it's time to refresh. That's the deal. That's the deal. They had small combo units, but only in the last year they made full-size washer-dryer combos. Oh, okay. Is that why they're new? Does that mean they're more prone to breaking down because there's more components in them? And are they like way bigger than washers and dryers? Like normally are? What up, Heavy Metal? How's it going? It's pretty sweet. These are the advances of the future. You just go back in time to like the 1950s. What sort of advances do you think they'll have in the future? Oh, like jet cars and little space pills that you eat and it's like a whole meal. Oh, really? What if I was to tell you that in 2025 they have a washing machine that also dries your clothes? It's like, what? That took 75 years from now? What? Although I was thinking about it. Imagine being one of those women back in the day who'd have to take their clothes down to the water side and like rub it against a ridged piece of metal, like the scrub-a-dub washboard. What are you going to do in the winter months? Are you just not washing your stuff? Or are you out there in the Arctic cold rubbing that ice cold water all over the place, you know? Gianni, you're spoiled by your washer dryer. It has an auto sensor option so it dries everything perfectly without too much heat. I can picture it in my mind right now. It has like a little panel and it lights up red because it's actually sentient, and one day it's just going to start taking people in your life and washing and then drying them to perfect dryness. It will start to consume your loved ones and passerbys. This is the techno hell. I hope you guys like living in Hellraiser / oh, what is that movie? What is that movie in space? Oh, Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Event Horizon. That's it. That's the one. It sends a message to your TV when it's done. This is the freaky techno future. My television goes off letting me know the laundry's done. It's so weird. The TV, the fridge will text me on my television saying, I drank your milk. And it's like, wait, what does this say? The fridge is saying that it drank my milk. I didn't know, like, I thought it would just say if it was expired or whatever. And it turns out there's like a dude in your fridge. So the smart fridge that you actually bought, there's a dude inside there with a cell phone. And he's just, he just looks in there and he eats from your fridge and then texts you. Joe, then we get smart towels like Dolly from South Park. There you go. That's a crazy future. Kentucky, they're about the same size. They require more cleaning because lint can damage them. They use a third of the electricity. Oh, all right. All right. I mean, it using less electricity is a big win, right? The washer dryer will be able to steam and iron soon too. It's going to get to the point where more and more things get automated, right? I think it's already to the point where you can pay for an automated kitchen where robots will cook your food. And by robots, I just mean like little flapper arms and stuff, not like beep boop, I'm a robot walking up, hey George Jetson, touch my space junk. It's more just like parts of it are robotic flippers and stuff, and it'll just cook your food. It'll cook your food for you. It'll take the food out of the fridge, and it can order more food. I guess the house could just like keep going on without you. Hey, Heavy Metal Super Chat says, testing out my YouTube app. Well, the test has worked, good sir. Thank you for the super chat. You are Lord of the Board, and we are going to spin the wheel, because we got the wheel action going on this evening. Millmaster, you have a washer and dryer like that. It claims it's AI. You're not hooking it to the internet like ever. Same with the oven. Wait, your oven and washer and dryer both want to connect to your internet? And this is crazy. The world is just getting more and more ridiculous. Your appliance is like, I need a key to your basement. What? Yeah, I'm going into your basement to eat chips. What is going on? All right. Heavy Metal. You're Lord of the Board, big boy. Just they got crazy cooking robots now. Well, once they make the fully human ones that you can bang while they're cooking, humanity's done, right? If you can tell a robot to make you a cheeseburger while you're railing it. Oh, humanity is doomed. They're going to have to just call it a day. It's done. It's done. Heavy Metal, you couldn't super chat from your phone because of the warranty replacement. All right. Yeah, uninstall and reinstall. Well, you figured it out. You got your own techno wizardry. And thus, the wheel shall be spunt. All right. Let's go. Bump, 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 bump. Whee! Oh, it's Weeb Schwarz. It's Weeb Schwarz. Heavy Metal, you're super broke, but you decided to attempt to fix your app when I brought the wheel back. The wheel has made its glorious return. People have brought up saying, where is the wheel? I want the wheel. The wheel is back. And now, because you have chosen to spin the wheel, Heavy Metal, you get to enjoy this. All right, first things first. Let us make sure that the camera's actually got some focus to it. All right? Before we look at this. Oh, yeah. Actually, that looks pretty good. It's rare. Most of the time, I look and I'm like, why am I even saying, let's see what it looks like? The answer is, it will be not good. But it actually is pretty good. So, we're pretty good. All right. There we go. Gianna, what's the actual point of Schwarz? It's an entertainment card game that brings life to the character and famous scenes from over 70 popular video games, anime, and manga. Oh man, you can just change that to Magic. Yeah, this is the future of what it's going to say on the back of Magic products. It's going to say it's an entertainment card game. So this is a starter deck. The point of Weeb Schwarz is to believe more in yourself than anybody else does. And if you believe the hardest, if you believe the wellest, then you win. And you become the Schwarz. You meld with all consciousness. All right. Fisher! Super chats. Oh, hell, it is back. Spin it. I will in one moment. Well, I guess more than a moment, because we're going on the Weeb Schwarz. We're going on the Weeb Schwarz excursion. All right? So we're looking for the big jugged good times. That's the quest here. Oh, okay, here's the objective of the game. The objective of the game, check it out. 2 players face off with their own deck. The aim of the game is to deal 7 damage to your opponent to make them level up. Whoever sends their opponent all the way up to level 4 first wins the game. Bro, I'm going to level 4 you so hard, right? Like, she's level 2 all by herself. Look at those jugs, right? Hot little maid. Oh! This is what I'm talking about. This is where the weeb schwarz comes from. The bigger, the better, right? Break my wrists. Break my wrists with these fat juggalugs. Oh, we got multiple of them. All right. You got to do 7 damage to your opponent. What the hell is this 500 then? Zeros. It's got 2 zeros and 500. What the hell does this mean? What the fuck does this mean? It's a double 0. It's got 500 and a bunch of shit written above it. And it's part of the Royal Navy? What is going on? What is going on? All right, we got... This is an Amazon? No, this is a little flatty. Get out of here. If you ain't got big jugs, you're not part of the show. Beat it. Beat it. Half decent size, I guess. Whatever, we're moving on. Oh, you're coy, but I can tell they're big. All right, that one's good. What else? Oh, there you go. Look at, she's even got a 1. She's got a 1. 4,500? I'm supposed to do 7 damage. She has 4,500. What? Okay. Okay. Well, nice. Multiple of her. And we got another. There's a lot of maids. Oh, look at that. This is the kind of, you hope for a windy day. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for a windy day when it comes to that kind of an outfit. Oh, and then here's the chick who's ready to usher you at the opera. Man, Weeb Schwarz has a lot of fat jugs. Look at the size of this chick's rack. Like, you're even coming in from the downward angle. You can see how huge they are. Gianna, this is what it's like Magic will be in 5 years. Magic won't be like this in 5 years. Magic will be like, I attack with my McNuggets. I block with my real estate insurance from Bob Mahoney's Trustworthy Insurance. Oh, for a second I thought she was a flatty because I was like looking off to the side. And then I looked closer and realized hers are as big as her head, right? Look at that. Look at the symmetry. Look at the perfect infinity right there. Oh, more gigantic jugs. And then, oh, this is the Royal Navy. If you do not have a Royal Navy character, it can't be played from your hand. Okay. Oh, shit. Holy fuck, it's a whole squad of them, bro. You kidding me? Where is this? Masters, the ladies who went off for commissions have been waiting for you to greet them. What? What is this game, man? What is this game? Okay, so we're going sideways now, are we? All right. We got Big Jug Lady on a throne. We got all the fucking Wonder Twins. Look at this. Wow. They're coming together and creating a fucking a singularity with crushing gravity. Oh, there's multiple of them. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's so many. Oh, now we're going back this way. All right. We got, oh, we seen you. We seen you. Wait. Welcome to Repeat Town. Okay. All right. Does life hold any more surprises? Oh, hello. Does life hold any more surprises for us, or have we been? I think we've been everywhere now. I think that's it. Oh, I think that is gonna do it, right? Oh, we got a fat rack kimono to end it off, all foily. All right. Well, I got to do 7 damage to you. I'll attack you for 7,000. You level up. You're level 4 now. What does that mean? It means the devil claims your soul or something. What is going to level 4 mean? Magic is like, I'm going to take you from 20 to 0. I'm going to try and destroy you. This game is like, hey, level up. Level up, bro. Okay, let me put this in his box. All right. Jess, you're getting a PlayStation 2 tomorrow. Well, that is a throwback, bro. Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas. Oh, get Vice City. Vice City's the best one, man. This game has a waiting room? Okay. Alright. Alright. It seems pretty silly. So, now that has been handled, Fisher! It's time for your spin. And you have stolen the board from Heavy Metal with the Price is Right maneuver. Let's go! Wait! Whoa! Oh, crazy F. That's crazy food. That's crazy food. All right, so we're going to try a crazy food. We are going to try a crazy food. And Fisher, you loading that board. Hey, Shelton, what's up, buddy? Super Chat says, Wheelstream, give me a spin. Hell yeah, man. You know what's funny is when it first started out, my brain went, where is Shelton? I figured, considering last time when it was brought up, you were like, well, come on, man, where's the wheel at? So when you didn't say anything, I'm like, he must be off. When he shows up, he's gonna be excited. So the crazy food options. Let's go over. You know what? We don't need to go over it. I'll just pick one out. Let's just do one at random. We don't even need to go over the options. Let's try smoky party pack fresh baked peanuts. Like, what is this? Do you guys know this? Have you ever seen this? Because I've never seen this. Smoky original party pack fresh baked peanuts, but they're not like peanuts. It's like puff. It's like puffy, like cheesies or something. I don't know. I do not know what it is. Carly found this and brought it home. And I just like fresh baked peanut things. So is there any like sometimes product of Serbia? These were made in Serbia. We're going to go with some Serbian. They do look like cashews. That's true, some. Shelton, you're at a costume party at a tavern. That's fun. That's cool, man. Heavy Metal, they remind you of Pringles, but for peanuts. All right, well, let's try them out. It says they're vegan for anybody who is curious. So, ooh. Okay, they look like cheesies. But they have like a... Hold on, maybe the downward facing camera is better for this. You see the weird color of it? Like, if I told you that I grew tiny potatoes, right? If I said to you right now that I grow tiny potatoes and I showed you this, doesn't it kind of look like a tiny potato? Right? Like a long, weird potato? That coloration? Indra, when my first reaction is ew, it worries you. Well, fair enough. I react that way to a lot of things. It might actually turn out to be okay. So anyways. Oh, wow. It smells like peanut butter, for sure. Zircon fingerling potatoes. Fingerling is such a hilarious word. All right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so it's definitely a cheesy. Biting into it, it's the same as a Cheeto. In terms of the actual flavor of it, honestly, the flavor is weird and it didn't come through immediately. So I need to try like multiple at a time to really kind of see if I can hone in a little more on anything. Oh. Weird. Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, so the initial taste of eating all three of those was not particularly pleasant, right? Not particularly pleasant. But then after that, it turned into like the aftertaste was as if you had bitten into a peanut butter sandwich. It's just bread and peanut butter. So it gets okay, but it starts out bad. So I don't know where Carly's gonna fall on the scale with these, but as far as I'm concerned, these are gross and weird. So I'm gonna put them aside for her to try. They look like the foods you saw when you were in Europe. Well, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. All right, so we gotta do a spin for Shelton. Kentucky bought Coke Oreos after you saw my review. Oh, are they salty or sweet? They didn't seem particularly salty. In terms of sweetness, the aftertaste is as sweet, I suppose, as peanut butter. I don't know. Millmaster, do you actually know the Smoky brand, bro? Nope. Never mind. You're making up your own. The first part, I'm just like, oh, is this some brand that he knows? And then it's like, never mind. He's writing his own little fan fiction story. All right, Shelton, let's be belting. Oh, random booster. A random booster from the pile of randos. Pile of randos. We're going to do some battling. We're going to open some battle cards. It's right off the Smoky website. Is it? It could be something you made up. It could be something an AI made up. Or it could be just some ridiculous copy for a snack company. Alright. So, battle cards is a pretty funky concept for a card game. You got all the scratch-off spots that will tell you whether you hit or miss and like deal damage and things like that. So, this is a secrets card, which isn't a particular character, right? This is the Secrets of Vangoria. Look, it has parts of the Vangorian alphabet. Look at how much stuff is written on the back of this card. Battle cards is amazing that way. Like, every card pretty much has an entire book written on the back. Look at this. This could be the cover of a Dragonlance novel. This hill goblin. This is just a goblin? Really? Look at him. That's the goblin, right? Is that the goblin? Look at the face he's making. Look at the face this little goof's making. So, this guy looks like a gigantic orc. Anyways. But look at this. Look at. Oh, this is actually just the rules for this. This is just combat rules on the back. So, here's how to fight battles. Choose your fighter cards. Decide whether you're going to play for ante. And then toss a coin to see who strikes first. Whoever starts scratches any one of his opponent's body area spots. Any except life or purse. If there's a blank space, the blow is missed. If there's a wound symbol, the red blood, the blow is struck. Take another turn each time you wound him. When you miss, it's your opponent's turn to strike. Oh, you know what? These could be fun. These could be fun to goof around with for some kind of stream games. Now that I think about it, you know, Super Chat, you get to battle against the goblins and stuff. That's a cool idea. I'm going to have to put a pin in that and remember that. Then you've got weird cards like this. Campaigns. And then campaigns and adventures. It tells you how to fight campaigns and whatever. There's so much on the back of each of these cards. Now, if I could just get, like, Secrets of Vangoria. Here's more of the alphabet. Then we got Cutthroat. So this is just a regular non-legendary guy with a special history. Here we go. George Lackluster. Tell me, like, you gotta fight George Lackluster. Look at him. Look at that fucking bowl haircut. I mean, he's got a sword, so there's something going on. He looks relatively healthy. I feel like we read the back of this guy, and it might have been funny. I don't remember, though. George Lackluster. Status strong. It's a mystery to all who meet young George Lackluster how this quite ordinary fellow ever became a wandering adventurer. For he seems to possess none of the flair or ambition which is customary for those of his chosen profession. Though his well-honed outward appearance may lead one to believe he may be a fine swordsman, he is in fact a fairly dull sort of chap who shows no particular weapon skills or sharpness of mind. Nor could he be described as charismatic. Many find him tedious company in a tavern. His stories are not of great heroic deeds of the barbarian warriors, but instead are trivial incidents from his childhood. And although he carries them with a handsome flute, he plays it poorly and appears to have no talent for music whatsoever in all areas. He's best described as run-of-the-mill overall. Perhaps his only talent is his knowledge of the Vangorian nobility. He's able to recite the lineage of members of the aristocracy through many generations with astonishing accuracy, but woe betide the innocent listener who starts him up on the subject. Totally insensitive to his companion's lack of interest, George will launch himself on a mind-numbing monologue, which may last for and then it literally just cuts off. It doesn't even continue. That's amazing. That's amazing. Millmaster, if you were that good, you'd use your skills to make money writing copy. Fair enough, bro. Doomblade! Welcome back to being a shield bearer party. Thanks for being a member. All right. We got John the Agreeable. These names are awesome. All right. John the Agreeable. What is he? He's just cutting people. Look at him. He's just got this giant sword. He's cutting people down. All right, what's John's deal? A lone wanderer among the Umbrian barbarian tribes of the Painted Hills, John the Agreeable is a truly eccentric figure. To his mother's dismay, the young John left home at a tender age with grand ambitions of a career as an adventurer. His relatives try hard to dissuade him. The rugged life of a sword for hire just did not suit his gentle nature. But instead, he set off merrily into the hills to seek his fortune. He has since become well known amongst the Umbrian tribes for his bizarre courtesy, a constant source of amusement amongst the rough, warlike Umbrians. Everyone he passes is greeted with a polite doff of the helmet and a small pleasantry, usually some remark about the weather, leaving the recipient staring in stunned belief. He's also meticulously tidy and pays particular attention to his cleanliness, traits totally unknown amongst his fellow barbarians. He's unquestioningly loyal to his leader, the infamous and successful battle... Oh, wait, never mind. He is unquestioningly loyal to his leader, the warrior woman Margaret, and was proud to join her in her infamous and successful battle against the homunculids. Many are the stories told of brave John, apologizing continually to the creatures before running them through and trying in vain to persuade them to change their minds and give up the fight. All right. Then we got card games. Who don't like some card games? Beneath the text on card, you'll find one of three symbols: a fist, a sword, and a shield. Using these symbols, Constantins have developed a series of game. It's basically paper, rock, scissors using those. Okay. Then we got, holy shit, Joramunga. Joramunga. What up, Riley? How you doing? All right, Joramunga. The appearance of Joramunga on the material plane is... Whoa, okay, so Joramunga is this gigantic, crazy demon guy or whatever facing down against this hottie. All right, Joramunga. Status powerful. Alignment chaos. The appearance of Joramunga on the material plane is due to the wild ambitions of Gleda Spee. Gleda's always been fiercely jealous of Xena Nightshade's rising status within Zetonia. But realizing the futility of challenging one whose power is God-granted, she tried likewise to summon up a supernatural being as her ally. The cloven-hooved Joramunda was called forth, and an unholy alliance was struck. But unwilling to follow the plans of a puny mortal, he set upon a wild rampage of destruction through Zetonia, feeding on the bodies of men, creatures, and animals alike. But though she could not control them, Gleda always knew that Joramunga would eventually become her ally, even unwillingly, since she alone could return him to the spirit plane. When the demon, I was right, finally grew tired of his terrible mayhem, he agreed to serve in Gleda's plans. Inevitably, a showdown took place with Gargantua himself, but the demon was no match for the god of evil, and was imprisoned for eternity within the rocks of the Midnight Peak Mountains. Gleda's role in setting up the battle somehow remained anonymous, and she quickly sided with Xena, but a recent eruption of Mount Cauldron released the demon from his bonds. Once more will Vangoria feel his wrath. Oh yeah, Joramunga! And then we got Stranger. This is a zombie. Within the ranks of the Dark Lord's legions, a number of specialty executioners have been trained. One such murderer is the Strangler. One such murderer is the Strangler zombie. These foul creatures are solitary wanderers, sent off towards human settlements around Two-League Caravan to terrorize the villagers and to promote fear of the undead cult. In this way, they've already cleared Boggin Settlement, which was once a thriving outpost but now lies completely deserted. Strangler zombies are night prowlers. Like the Decayers, they have the plague touch. Any wounds made by their bite or a scratch from their claw-like nails will infect their victim with a vile, rotting disease. But they seldom use this power. Instead, they strangle their victims. Perhaps because they prefer to watch them die immediately rather than see them rush off screaming to suffer a slow, lingering death afterwards. And also, like the Decayers, they can be repelled by calling them by their true names. Each of the Lord of Darkness's zombie warriors was at one time a human. If one is recognized and addressed by his mortal name, the unholy enchantment is broken, and the zombie will never again attack that victim. Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. Getting strangled in the night. That was a fun pack. Hey, Doomblade Super Chat says, "Hey Mike, long time no see. Just had my day with my girlfriend today and had a lot of fun. By the way, I sent you a clip I think you'll find absolutely hilarious. Been having a lot of fun on Marvel's Rivals." Hell yeah, buddy. Glad you're having a good time with your lady. Thanks for the Super Chat. And guess what? We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel. All right, so you can marvel at that. Here we go. Oh. It's like sliding off the edge of the table, man. Oh, Doomblade! Doomblade, it has landed. It has landed on insult. So, let's just get random with it. Doomblade, you know, you suck in a way you probably haven't contemplated, bro. You're like the bee that none of the other bees like and they kick out of the beehives. That's a thing, by the way. If there's certain bees that suck so bad that the other bees keep kicking them out. And then they just go, no, you're not allowed back in the hive. You're not allowed back in the hive. And if they keep trying to go back in the hive, then the other bees just basically shiv him in the shower. And he gets prison ganked. And that's you, buddy. You're the unlikable, you're the unlikable bee, okay? All right? You're the tiny little raccoon that hangs out by the trash, just licking up the trash water, and will never get to know the joys of even having cotton candy to put in the rainwater. You guys remember that? You remember have you seen that? The raccoon with the cotton candy, and he puts it in the puddle, and it just starts to disintegrate? Well, Doomblade, I wish someone would put you in a puddle, and you would fucking disintegrate like that. But guess what? Nobody would pat around like this in the water looking for you. Not even your girlfriend. Because guess what, buddy? She's just an AI. She's just an AI, like the fucking apps that you play. They just figure out how to deploy a human one to come and get you. So have fun. This is like the Truman Show, except she's an AI bot and you're being Trumaned. So have fun with that. They're laughing at you in Russia on the satellite broadcast of the fool with the AI girlfriend. That I don't know the exact translation in Russian, but that's roughly what it is. So oh no. So dumb. Oh. That's funny. So yeah. Your relationship's fake because she's a robot, and that's fine though. My advice to you is cling to it. Cling to it, because fake love is the only kind of love that you will ever get for real, So you may as well just take the fake, right? It's like super chats. Hey, I had a fun time with my girlfriend. Yeah, she's not real. It's an AI bot. It's an AI bot. Hugh, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? Doomblade, no, she's in real life this time. No, she's not. Listen, it landed on insult, you fucking monkey-brained chicken fucker. It landed on insult. So obviously when I say that she's not, I'm saying that you can only get a robot girl. You don't have to go, she's real. I already believe that you fucking, that she's real. You don't have to do whatever the kids these days do to prove that the girlfriend's real. It's like, I need you to, okay, we got to carve his name into a cucumber and you got to suck the first 4 inches of it and we got to send it to him so that he knows that you're real. And we got to do it quick because AI keeps improving every minute. So by tomorrow they could have technology that does that. And then he won't believe it even though you sucked the cucumber. And I need him to believe that you're a real girl. I need it. Jess says, I'm Noomblade's girl. Heavy Metal, a bot whose function is to send super chats. We're talking about his girlfriend. That's the robot, not him. What is going on? Bellmaster, you want to go diamond shopping? What's going on? Gianna, it's below freezing all week. You feel for the guys who will deliver your sofa on Tuesday? Well, be thoughtful. Go plug in your hairdryer, and when you open the door, blow the hairdryer at them. Come on, guys. I got your back. Oh. I don't think I've ever actually seriously said to anybody on the internet, I don't believe you have a girlfriend. If somebody says it, I just take their word for it. What up, Death Dog? I just take their word for it, But Doomblade, fuck you, Magoo, alright? Alright, buddy? I bet you like to suck toes 2 at a time. You know what I mean? That's what I heard about you. Apparently, this is the insult that just kind of malingers and keeps going, Just kind of like hanging there like an old toenail on an old lady's foot. That's you. You're crusty like an old lady's gross toenail. Yellow and brittle. Spurl, have I tried out the big beefy stand yet? No, not yet. Not yet. The first operation is getting the office in order for the new year after all the chaos. And I've made great progress. Great strides in that regard. Definitely. But yeah, ultimately, it takes time. It takes time for me to actually get shit like that done. And I'm still kind of in like end of the year, when the year ends and you're just kind of like, eh. And it's not lethargy. And it's not sloth. What is it? Chill. Let's call it chill. All right? So yeah, I'm going to call it chill. So the fact that the office has been getting organized even is a great step forwards. Apathy? Zircon, no, apathy is when you don't care. And I do care. So it definitely wouldn't go it wouldn't go the road of apathy. I don't feel apathetic about that. I mean, there's tons of things that I would feel apathetic about, but it's definitely not in terms of this stuff, you know? I have never really gotten this office fully organized before. There have been times where I made a lot of progress, but then a lot of not progress was made, a lot of backwards motion, you know? And I didn't lose all the progress I made, but I haven't really moved forwards with that progress, so I need to just do a push. Just need to do a push. Ball Falcon, good, buddy, good. How you doing? Heavy Metal got up at 4:30 in the morning to resume regular work hours. That's insane. Doomblade, your girlfriend has nice toes? Well, live your life, man. Get down on your fucking hands and knees and see if she can get her big toe in your butthole. Take your relationship to the next level. Tell her it's what all the cool kids do. And then when she sticks her big toe in there, just fucking clench up, tighten up and say that, you know, you're not going to let her have her toe back unless she lets you keep her shoes. And then you own her shoes, right? That's how you do it, man. That's legally binding, by the way. Death Dog, it's 4 in the morning where you are. That's wild, bro. That's wild. $4:30 in the morning. That's way too early. I don't deal well with like really early times. I like to sleep in. Ballkeeper Super Chat says, I'm not sure why we're even spinning the wheel, but it should probably happen. I feel like you've just kind of summed up existence in a way. It's like, I'm not even sure why we're existing, but it probably should happen. You know? It's got that kind of a vibe. All right, Paul. Well, you want to spin the wheel? Who knows? Who knows why we do what we do? Let's go, big boy. Point. One of these days, I'm going to break this thing. Oh, it's random. We're going to open up a random booster. What do we got? We got, oh, okay, hold on. Let me switch the view. Bam. We got Munchkin. We got the Munchkin. Heavy Metal Super Chat milestone. Oh, that's true. Paul, congratulations on number 3, man. Jess, the universe isn't real until it's observed. Well, your farts aren't real until they're observed. So why don't you just fucking curl up in a ball and stare into your own asshole? There you go. That's a little bit of a freebie insult. Courtesy of Doomblade. That's Doomblade's somehow. He gets credit for that. All right. All right, we got analysis paralysis. So this game lasted like no time at all. And apparently the set that we're opening here with this one here, they messed up and they had boxes with like way more rares in the packs than they're supposed to. All right, so we got Honey Badger, because there's just going to be a bunch of memes in here, right? We got Bob, whoever that guy is. We got a Flail Fail. We got the Beastie Boys. Mercenaries, because they're meerkats in their little Viking helmets. We got a boring beetle. He's just chilling out. A manual of health. I kind of like that. I kind of like the whole Dungeons and Dragons manual of health kind of concept, but you're tearing the pages out of the book and actually making a salad. But that's how you use it. Crack-a-doom. A Robin Hoodlum. Rehoming stick. It's a fishing rod. I'm not stealing your stuff. I'm rehoming it. And Branchlandia. I haven't seen that one before. It's like a bunch of cats in butler outfits. What's going on? How many rares did we get in this pack? All right. What did we get here? How many rares? One rare. And then a very rare. So, pretty sure you're only supposed to get one or the other in any pack. And some packs have even more. The uncommon and common ratios can be off too. Didn't end up mattering because this game died like really fast. This game died real fast. Paul says the game gives off hard divorce dad vibes. Hopefully my wife doesn't see this on my card statement. If she does, just tell her it's for something respectable. You know what I mean? Like, don't show her the live stream or anything like that afterwards over on the stream archive. Just be like, I gave it to a whore. You know? Like, I feel like your wife will respect you more if you just said you gave it to a girl to fucking hold a wiener between her boobs in a video for you and call you Fat Papa Francis. Let me hold your wiener, Fat Papa Francis. It's like, no, listen, honey, it wasn't for that. It was for this guy. And I don't know why, he's just spinning a wheel. And then he opened a pack of Munchkin cards, and there were mercenaries, and it was, oh, so much fun. Oh, Millmasters Super Chat says, Mike Hatcher Lackluster, the only son of the eminently unremarkable George Lackluster, managed to carve out a legacy that was equally as perplexing and mediocre as his father's, but with an unexpected knack for accidental fame. Listen, man. Listen. Your fan fiction. I mean, you're ridiculous. Let us spin the wheel. Let us spin the wheel. And see what result we get here. Oh, yay! All right, we got insult, so I can tell you, go fuck yourself and your stupid little story, you fucking clownish goon. You know how every time pickles come up, every single time pickles come up, you're like, hey, fucking frat boys, you gotta hold it in your butt cheeks and walk it. If you fall, you gotta start over. Bro, you want to be that pickle. You are a fucking human butt cheeks pickle, all right? That's what you are. You're just a fucking butt cheeks pickle trying to be crammed up in the fucking hole of life, man. So fuck you and everybody you love, you clown-faced dumb fuck Magoo, all right? Your brain is fucking deep-fried dog shit, and I hate you with every inch of my fucking ball bag, you hose beast. Eat shit, motherfucker, all right? Take your stupid little story about me being lackluster, roll it into a tube, jam it up your nose till it comes out your ass. Oh. Doomblade, you're trying to get your girlfriend into Magic. She says she's interested, but you don't know how it's going to go. If you want her to play it with you, my number one rule for when you want to teach somebody a new game and to play it and whatever is make sure that you let them win. Let them win the first game. Make sure they enjoy it, right? Right? That's the deal. You want them to have a good time. Like, don't invite somebody to a party and then they come to your party and then you just run up and jerk off on their chest and you're like, that felt great for me. And then they're just like, what the fuck is this? What is this? When you're like, there ain't no party like a Doomsday party because it just came out in your pants. That's right, Millmaster. Exactly. You want to be the actual pickle, and you know it. Deep down inside, you know it. I know it. Look, Paul's giving contradictory messages, saying, "Don't do it." Taught my wife Popper, and yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna teach your wife any format, teach her the cheapest one. Don't teach her real magic, and then she comes back and it's just like, "Did you know there's magic cards that cost $5?" And then you have to go, "What? Magic cards that cost a whole $5? That's outrageous! I can't believe anybody would pay that." Yeah, like. You have some cards in a binder. Those are like, what are those? Oh no, don't look at those. No, they're fine. Don't look at those cards. Oh, I'm gonna look up the value of this. What the fuck? You have all these. You're selling those cards right now. I'm divorcing you. Kensuke, don't let them win by lightning bolting yourself. Lightning bolt yourself off the planet. You're teaching her through Arena. Why don't you teach her through paper magic, bro? Why not paper? Millmaster, yeah, you fuck you. That's fuck off with your bullshit. All right, all right. It's a misspelling of hatchet, the kind that goes right in your fucking skull for your bullshit. Heavy metal playing a Simon Belmont in the Castlevania action. Yeah, man, I loved Castlevania back in the day. It's a good game. Well, there's a bunch of them actually. I have the Castlevania collection. Also have the plague. I'm dying. I'm dying, Jessica. Man, we have been flying through the West Wing. I don't even remember when I started it, but it wasn't that long ago, and we'll be done it very soon. Because paper is expensive and she's kind of poor, not gonna lie. Don't you have cards? Wouldn't you just let her use your cards? If you're the only one she's playing with, it doesn't matter. Just get like a fucking starter kit or whatever. Hey, Magic is this awesome card game that's awesome to play when you play it against other people, but you should play this cold, impersonal version of it, which can still be fun. I'll be real. I'm not going to say Arena can't be fun. By the way, oh shit, guys, right now, on Arena, Foundations, Omniscience drafts. I already got into one. There's not as much card draw as there is in the Duskmorn. So it's not quite as you just get blown the fuck out-ish, you know? Although speaking of getting blown out-ish, I got beat down so badly on Arena today, so many times, that I don't actually believe Arena is rigged to like yes, they do obviously smooth out your lands in your starting hand. The hand smoother for starting hands, yes, that is not like normal Magic. And I totally acknowledge that. But there are people out there who are like, they rig it so that you'll lose and your opponents get everything they need and you don't and whatever. And most days I wouldn't agree with that. But today, it was just everybody had everything to answer my any single thing I did, no matter what I played, no matter what deck I tried, no matter ever. It was insane. I was like, am I in the Matrix? What's going on? And I was like, these are the days that convince people that Arena's rigged. Because most days I don't encounter that. But today it was insane. Doomblade, you sold your collection. Oh, well, fair enough. You know what? If you don't have cards, then cool, man. Yeah, Arena's totally fine. Death Dog! All right, buddy. Have a good one. It's late, man. 4 in the fucking morning, bro. I'm glad that I say words in a way that no one can. That makes you laugh. Jess, you had an indestructible creature in your buddy you're playing against. You had an indestructible creature and he just puts a pariah on it and there's nothing you could do. Yeah, all damage that will be dealt to him is redirected to the pariah indestructible creature. And if you don't have a sacrifice or a bounce or something like that, that's funny. Paul, that's true. Proxy decks are cheaper than regular cards, and on top of that, if you're making them on the company's dime, they're free. Yeah, I lost every game I played except the one. I got into the Omniscience draft and played one game. I was like, okay, I'm going to play one game and then I got some stuff to do. So I played that game and it was a good back and forth. And I managed to squeak out a win, which feels good. I'm actually looking at the Foundation's Omniscience draft and going, I could use this to fill up my collection. Larry, there's tons of people who say Arena's rigged. If you like, there's so many people who say it, and I get why it feels that way. You know, all the things they're saying feel plausible. You know, like, oh, the company wants to make sure that you have a particular win percentage. You know, and they want to make sure you win half and lose half and whatever and all this. And it's like, well, if they want to make sure you win half and lose half, then how can it be biased against you when you always lose? People pay more attention to the negative and they create patterns that aren't actual representations of what's really going on in the world. Oh my God, for some reason that made me think of that stupid movie where there's like a group of assassins and you're dealing with this group of assassins and they're going on assassination missions and then all of a sudden out of nowhere the movie goes, oh yeah, by the way, there's a prophecy loom up in the attic or whatever. It's like, what? Yeah, there's like a loom that prints out cloth that like tells the future and the names of people who need to be executed. Sorry, what? What? It's some kind of divine loom? What? And it's just in this fucking movie about assassins where they can curve bullets and do all. It's so ridiculous. Just ChatGPT says Arena's rigged. Okay. All right. It just looked at its programming. Really, it's amazing that it can do that. It's amazing that ChatGPT just pulls it apart and goes, I've just looked at its programming. That sounds like ChatGPT is just repeating a comment somebody typed in Reddit. After looking at the programming, and people are like, what did you use to decompile and look at the code? Well, I mean, I looked at the programming by opening Arena and staring at the interface. I understand the programming now. Do you? That's amazing. Hugh, you felt like it's rigged, but more so whenever you think of how random it really is. Yeah, I don't think it's rigged on the level that people think it is. Aaron, oh bro, I remember Gem and the Rockers. Truly outrageous. Paul, isn't Arena the only way you can get into the Pro Tour now? No, they changed it. Paper is a way some people are playing, but it's not like doing amazingly, that's for sure. It ain't doing amazingly. Aaron, I remember Loom. Yeah, I remember that game, bro. Thompson, what's up, man? You went swimming in the ocean? Oh, you should watch out for water. I heard that's how Terry Fox messed up his metal leg, bro. He got water on it. Game over. I don't even know if the Terry Fox thing is like it's still a thing that the kids do in school here. I don't know if that's anything that you guys had in your area. Fucking Terry Fox, man. Oh yeah, Sheldon, that's right, buddy. You probably missed it. You probably missed it too. We looked through one of the Weeb Schwarz decks, bro. Gotta get all the way to level 4. Wizards would prefer we bought $1,000 30th packs for proxies. How amazing is it that they genuinely thought at the height of their insanity that they could do anything? They're like, we are unstoppable gods! And then just started a tear of some of the worst products imaginable. Oh, buy this. Nope. How about Aftermath? Nope. Oh my god, Aftermath is doing so bad. We have to completely change how we're doing things with these. We thought they were going to be amazing, so we already had like 3 of them in production. Turns out people didn't want that scam, so now we're kind of hosed, right? I wonder what other madness 2025 is going to bring. Popo, you've opened multiple no-land hands in real life. Real life is rigged. Well, you're supposed to get hands of all lands and no lands. And I like that Arena, like, fixes that up. Honestly, I'm cool with that. I like the simplicity of Arena making sure that you actually have lands so you can play. And just best of one, slappery dappery. You know? It's fine. I don't view Arena as like full on Magic. I view Arena as like Magic light, Magic asterisk, you know? Hugh, you don't know what you're going to get this year, but maybe Tarkir. Some of the Final Fantasy stuff has some sweet artwork. So that kind of stuff, I totally... I mean, ultimately, I'll go to the pre-release for every set. I still love playing Magic, so... Just because I ain't full on the theme of it doesn't mean that I can't have fun playing it. Although today, I got so salty about what was happening with Arena. I literally, at a certain point, went, wait, you're not having any fun, are you? Stop now and turn off Arena. And I did, because it was just like, bro, I'm not enjoying myself. This is meant to be a game for fun, and I'm not going to sit here and bang my head against this wall, right? Or to the point where I'm so frustrated with what's been happening that I don't even want to play the cool Omniscience draft. So it's like, just close it off. This weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to do some baller Omniscience drafting. That's going to happen. That's absolutely going to be the case. Because it is a quick way to build up cards, and I want to build up cards from Foundations on top of playing. So yeah, you know, there were times where I got so pissed off at Arena or Wizards or whatever, I stopped Arena for like a year and a half, but I played Arena pretty much all 2024. And I got annoyed today. And that's it. It's just like, yeah, started thinking about the rig stuff, and it's like, explain every other day then, you know? Paul, you've never heard me talk about my opinion on reprinting the reserve list. Well, I think that the way they did Magic 30 was a terrible choice. I like the idea of all Magic cards being available. So Wizards having the ability to print all cards, to me, is ideal for everybody to get to play, right? The oldest versions of cards still tend to be highly sought after collector versions, so... You know what I mean? They keep their value. It doesn't seem like reserve list reprinting would completely crush people's value from that perspective. So really, what's the downside? What's the downside? I like the idea of everybody being able to play with the cards, you know? It's like Arborea is a card I loved from Legends. It's a random uncommon enchantment, and it was only printed in Legends. And then all of a sudden they reprinted it in Dominaria Remastered. And now you can just have Arborea. And it's like a 50-cent card. You can have it easily and affordably. It's not like a chase uncommon from, I mean, by chase, just overall in all of Magic. Not that it's a chase uncommon specifically in regards to Legends. It's definitely no mana drain. But my point remains. My point remains that I like cards being available to play with. So I am for everything being accessible. Doomblade, when you get mad at Arena, you close the app and leave your opponent hanging. People do that a lot. And I'm fine with it. Actually, what I do now is if somebody is roping me or just taking their time, because I don't know, I like to play the starter decks. So sometimes the people I'm playing against are just going to be new to the game. And I don't feel like I'm not going to get annoyed at somebody in the starter deck queue for taking time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, whatever. Take as long as you need. I'll just get up and do laps. Or move my step count upwards and get a little extra movement in, a little extra exercise. So whenever somebody ropes me, I'm like, it's no problem. I got something playing on the TV. I'm walking around. Or if I'm on this computer, I can have something on different monitors. So people hanging on me never. And you know what? I stick around too for another reason. Because sometimes they didn't actually exit out like you did. They just stay there in the game, hoping that you'll concede and they'll get the win. And I'm like, nah, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. Hugh, you're the same with Arena. You remember you got Mythic once? You were so frustrated you broke something in your room. That's when you knew you had to take a break. You get so mad after a while. Yeah, like I honestly haven't been mad at Arena. This is the first time I was mad at Arena in like, I'd say a year. But I noticed it pretty quick and I went, oh, this is, you know what? I'm playing a game for my own entertainment and it is negatively impacting my mood. That makes this a foolish move on my part. And I'm not interested in being a fool, you know? I mean, for entertainment purposes, sure, but for my own actual everyday life, I'm not interested in being a fool. So I just shut it down. I'll go do other things that I enjoy, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll boot up Arena tomorrow. I probably will because the Omniscience draft is going on. So, I say I don't know, but the Omniscience draft is going to pull me in. And I didn't get hosed in the Omniscience draft. I won. I've got some alright cards this time around. I got to see what happens. I've got Drakaseth. You guys know Drakaseth? The 7/7 flyer that when it attacks, it does like 4 damage to your opponent or some stupid shit. I can't even remember. I just remember it's a 7/7 flyer that does damage to your opponent. What is he again? 7/7 flyer. Whenever he attacks, he deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to up to 2 other targets. Oh god, that's right. I remember playing against him in the cube and sometimes getting him. I have him in my Omniscience deck, and I have two Swiftfoot boots. So I can just be like, Scrog, bro. Jess, how much space would all 30k cards take up? One of each? You mean Magic cards? If you had one of each Magic card, 30,000 cards would take up, like each of those 5-lane boxes can hold roughly 5,000 cards. So it would be 6 5-lane white boxes or 30 of the single long white boxes. That's how much space it would take up. Paul, you always play Magic and paper, never online. I've played online multiple ways. I tried MTGO and played it for a while. It's clunky, but everything's on there, so that's cool. Arena, I play for free. I don't spend money on Arena. What up, 10-4? Arena for me is strictly free to play, and only while I'm enjoying myself. And as a free-to-play player, I have an immense collection and a ton of resources. I could build any deck that I wanted to at all for any format right now. You name the format, I can build any deck that anybody has, any of them. I have more than enough wild cards. I have like in excess of 500,000 gold. My account is loaded down. I have hundreds of unopened booster packs. I'm playing in the draft right now. I'm playing in 2 different drafts right now, actually. I enjoy playing Magic, and the whole system of here you get rewards for playing Magic is perfect for me because I like playing Magic. The only time that it's not worth it is when you're getting angry, like I did today, where I was like, okay, you know what? Actually, I'm getting frustrated. I don't care. Normally, I'd like to play until I have at least 4 wins, but sometimes I'd play longer, up to 15 wins if I was having a good time, right? Like a really good time, depending on how much I want to play Magic. So the last time we had the Dustborn Omniscience draft, I was playing so many games. I was getting past 15 wins a day, easy, just playing the Omniscience draft. Oh, guys, and the Omniscience drafts this time, they're not ranked. So no matter how many you win, you won't get pushed up through the ranks, and you'll always just play random people. So you can Omniscience draft to your heart's content instead of getting moved up. Ah, shit. You get moved up, and then you start playing against people who are also as good as you, and then you don't get as many wins. Millmaster, they don't have Doctor Who on MTGO yet? Well, maybe they're not going to bring it on. Shelton, have I only looked at one of the decks or both? I only looked at one. I looked at the... this one. I recognize the symbol down here. That guy. So I've looked at one, but not the other. See, I like Arena in a bunch of ways. I like the freedom of it in terms of you don't have to pay. I do like random things like the Omniscience events. There's certain things that you can do on Arena very easily, and Omniscience is one of them. You could do it theoretically if you wanted to in person as well, but I like it when they have draft events where you get to keep the cards and it's Omniscience events. Omniscience, because that's awesome. There's this one card. It's like a werewolf creature or something like that. It's like 1 green to put out 1/1. Pay a green and 3. And put 2+1/+1 counters on her and draw a card. So in Omniscience, you automatically get 5 mana for free every turn. So you can cast the creature for free, activate its ability. Now you've got a bigger version, and you got to draw a card. It's great. Also, card draw is king in Omniscience. I got a Phyrexian Arena as one of my rares. And I have multiple Meteor Golems. Boom, boom. It's great. It's great. Yeah, I love Omniscience Draft. Like, I don't think I would love it if it was always around. And it was, well, you know, I'd probably still love it to a degree, but it wouldn't feel as special. And I love the fact that it's back on the menu with more regularity now. I just noticed it today when I logged in. I went, Omniscience Draft? Well, I definitely have to do one of these drafts. I only got past 1 extra rare. The bots are a little more stingy with the rares, but what are you going to do? Larry, your friend's deck went off at F&M and he got 200 green floating mana. Nice. Doomblade, when's the next Stump Hatcher? Oh, did Jess put you up to this? That's a good question, actually. What was the last one that we did? So we've done Alpha, Arabian Nights, Antiquities, Legends, and The Dark. Oh shit, does that mean the next one's Fallen Empires? That's the next set, isn't it? Unless I'm tripping out. Yeah, no, it's Fallen Empires. Yeah, that's the next one's Fallen Empires, bro. I love Fallen Empires. We should do another one of those soon. Just make a commander deck only out of one set? Ugh. That sounds pretty rough, dude. It'd be interesting to see what happens when they get Commander figured out for the digital formats. But, yeah. I like Arena for when you want to play some Magic and you just want to play Magic now, you know? Chandelar's good for that, too. When that stuff happened with Arena today, I was like, man, I really should get back into a Chandelar run. We should do some afternoon Chandelar streams or something. Get that vibe going again. Because it's fun. Hugh, you love how much I know about Magic. It's amazing to see Mastery in action. Well, thanks, man. I'm glad that our shared hobby is something that I have been obsessive about. I love Magic the Gathering. What can I say? We got all kinds of cool little Magic the Gathering related things. The game's still fun to play. I play it pretty much every day. Are they making a new client or something for Commander Arena? Spurl, that remains to be seen. It's not 100% clear whether they're going to try and graft Commander onto Arena or whether it's going to be a separate client. It'll be interesting to see what would happen if they did create a new platform, you know? I should make a... Do I have a Stump Hatcher playlist? I do. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I'm going to make a note to remind me about this because we should do one soon. They're fun. They're fun. We can only do them up to a certain set, and then stumping me will become way too easy because I know fewer and fewer of the cards. But for the first few years, I mean, let me take a look at the list and see where I feel like it'll start to become not as easy for me. So we've already done the Dark Fallen Empires next. Then there's Ice Age, Homelands, Alliances, Mirage, Visions, Weatherlight, Tempest, Stronghold, Exodus, Urza's Saga, Urza's Legacy, Urza's Destiny, Mercadia Masks, Nemesis, Prophecy, Invasion, Planeshift, Apocalypse, Odyssey, Torment, Judgment, Onslaught. Around then, maybe, yeah, around then I would say. Some of these, you know what, I could do decently probably with a bunch of these, but you'll have a better chance of stumping me the further we go along chronologically, I feel like. Master, see, they talked about doing the testing, but that's also a buddy in charge of Hasbro talking about it, so it could just be optics for the shareholders where he wants to make it sound like, well, if you've heard the Commander's our biggest format, we're definitely working to incorporate that into what we're doing. Oh yeah, Commander, if they do manage to get the Commander thing operating, it'll be with 4 people specifically. 4 is the exact number. No more, no less. 100%. 100%. There's no doubt in that. So yeah, right now we're in the calm before the storm, my friends. You know, in a couple of days, Magic the Gathering's going to come roaring back with the beep, beep, vroom, vroom, get in my Jeep set. We're going to be jumping into Aether Drift spoilers and all that. 2025 is going to be a test of my love of Magic because we're going to put a bunch of weird, wacky goofbag skins on it. We'll see how that goes. Slapping it around. I got those little coffee candies to try as well. I got a few other weird things to try for the wheel too. I can't get over how these ramen noodles look like wood, bro. The little noodle sticks actually look like they're made of wood. Have they announced what the last set of the year will be? Nope. Nope. I've heard some rumblings of some possibilities, but we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see, because I haven't heard anything concrete. It's all just whispers on the wind. If they make a commander app, they should add an option for two-headed giant. I don't think they give a shit about two-headed giant, because two-headed giant isn't big enough, you know? Spurl, you're waiting for Innistrad to buy a box? Innistrad. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Innistrad remastered? Bum, 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 bum. Get Edgar Markov. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Oh, that's what we're talking about? Hey, Zircon says, let's spin again. Hell yeah, bro. Let's do it. Let's go for a spin. Any client that has 100% of the cards and can handle 4-player commander basically replaces MTGO. Well, I mean, you could argue that some people would still use MTGO, but it would probably decimate the player base to the point where those people would slowly die off as well because there's not enough people on there, right? Maybe it wouldn't be profitable enough. It would definitely smack MTGO pretty hard. All right, Zircon, let's go. Oh, Magic the Gathering. A game you may have heard of. A game full of horror and Ghostbusters and Converse sneakers. All right. Are you ready for the House of Horror? Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special Secret Lair for Christmas. Juggle 'em. Hell yeah, bro. Give me that. I very much enjoyed that holiday special. The Christmas movie, it's not really a movie because it's like 50 minutes long, but close enough. I'll call it a Christmas movie. All right, so we got a horror. We're gonna play horror, not horror with this pack, okay? So what feels like it fits into a horror world and what does not, okay? So the token, horror, fits into the horror. Then we got Say Its Name foil. That's got the horror vibe with the bugs all over them looking in the mirror made of somebody's spine. All right. We got an old spooky house. So there you go. That's horror. We got the Mind Skinner. 3 blue for a 10-1 that can't be blocked. Oh, yeah. Fat craziness. Of course, it just makes everything do mill damage. But that is definitely some horror crab thing, man. That's messed up looking. Then we got Fear of Exposure. Again, very nightmarish. So they're delivering well on the horror one this time. Then we got Patchwork Beastie. It's cobbled together from a bunch of stuff. It's got a weird look to it. I'll give it a pass. Skullcap Nuisance. Yep, that's got a horror vibe to it. But down here, it does. I never really noticed that it had a goofy Ghostbuster who's like, I'm watching a movie right now on my headset. But I'll give it a pass. Unnerving Grasp, getting sucked into the floor. All right, horror-y vibe. This lady with an electro bonker, bonking something. Doesn't feel like horror to me, man. This guy does. Cackling Slasher, look at his little pointy spike arms. He must love it when it's like shish kebab night. Or if you're going to cook marshmallows on the campfire. Oh, we got an erratic glitch ghost. That's pretty good. Flesh Burrower. That's horror-y. We got a cultist with a weird insect boomerang sword. Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels more horror-y than this. It feels almost like Amonkhet, but whatever. Unsettling Twins, they've got a crazy horror shadow, and they're freaky, so that works. And then a beast with a bed for a head. And Christmas lights. He has Christmas lights on him. I never noticed that. Huh. Pretty fantastical. I don't know. You know what, though? This pack did actually feel pretty horror-y. So I'll give them a pass on that one. They get a passing grade for horrification on that one, all right? Not too bad. Not too bad, Zircon. You done good. The Mind Skinner. Let me skin your mind. Marvin Murderous Mimic. He's a weird one. Wasn't there a rules confusion with him that no one had an answer to for like a week? There was something being bounced around, I think. Yeah. Millmaster. Has anyone? Well, you make your own marshmallows? Crazy. That's crazy talk, bro. What up? Every day you only can get marshmallows from the marshmallow mine. You want to just make your own? You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, son. Every day, what's the coming storm? The storm is Aether Drift, bro. They're gonna fucking Tokyo Drift right into your mother's bathroom. Beep, beep, mama got ran over by a Chandra. Right? Coming home from Aether Drift pre-release one Friday night. You might say there's no such thing as magic, but your mom's fucking dead, so try arguing with that. Doomblade, you think magic lost the plot when they started including aliens? I know it's stupid, right? Jess, I deny all conspiracy because I'm involved in all of them. Well, you can't prove it, so there you go. Have fun trying to find the mole people in the Hollow Earth. You never will. Detectives and cowboy hats, that's when magic lost the plot. Oh yeah, 2024 has been a fucking debacle. 2024 has been just nonsense set after nonsense set. And now we're going to do more of that, but with other fucking franchises slapped in, every second one. In a weird sandwich, bro. It's a weird time to be a magical guy. Every day I expect Final Fantasy will probably do pretty well. Yep. I'm looking forward to it. Gotta find some oases here and there and taking shelter in some Final Fantasy cards that I like, you know? Same way I gotta find some cards from Aether Drift that I can enjoy. The Kaladeshi Titans that they're making. Those look pretty cool. I've always liked the Titans. So I'm sure there'll be some things I can enjoy, and then the other stuff I'll just go, okay, whatever. Like I did with Doretti. Holy shit, Doretti, disappoint Toretti. You know? Fucking lame now. Where's your cool spider legs, bro? I just got this chair. I work on these cars. This is my job. I gotta pay my rent. Zircon, you wonder what's gonna sell more, Final Fantasy or Spider-Man? Probably Spider-Man. Probably Spider-Man. Larry, you're saving money for Universe Beyond Final Fantasy. Oh, look how much you love it. You literally need to put that part in front. Thanks for putting Universe Beyond. I would have gotten it confused with the Final Fantasies that aren't Universe Beyond. Juglum, Aether Drift, loot text. I live my life 3 black mana at a time. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fisher, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what colors they think are appropriate for different characters in the franchise. I like stuff like that, honestly. So I'm going to have to find my enjoyment in different ways, and that is one of them. What is this? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't look like it applies to me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I mean, the Fast and Furious secret layer is something I could absolutely see happening. I could absolutely see it. Why not? They're going for race car stuff, right? We're moving into the goofy. This is going to be the goofiest year in Magic history. The next year might turn out to be goofier, but as far as it is now, 2025 is going to be the goofiest year Magic has ever had. Ever. It's going to be so dumb. They even acknowledged it when they were like, okay, so the designs that we did this year in 2024 didn't go over that well, and we did like basically lazy garbage tropes. And here's the thing, it takes us a long time to design this, so buckle up for another year of that. We know you don't like it, but guess what? Here it comes. Every day, remember when Scry Magazine did what color would certain characters be? Like The Simpsons, Bart was black. Yeah, see, those can be fun. Yeah. They can be fun intellectual exercises to be like, what would this particular character be, right? Maybe we'll speculate on that one night when we get closer to the Final Fantasy stuff. I'm curious to see what the Aether Spark does. I think the concept of it is goofy, but I'm curious to see what it does functionally, like game-wise, you know? What a weird time in Magic. I wonder what this racing trophy does in Magic lore and gameplay. Dasa, for your money, I'm a typical Orzhov? Well, you better fucking pay me. You better pay me or I will consign your soul to hell, bro. Where's that cheddar? Call me Orzhov. You best fucking pay. Where are them alms, son? Man, they changed the Orzhov a lot over the years. They changed them a lot. Doomblade 2025 Universe Beyond will be in almost every format. Yeah, what formats wouldn't it be in? As soon as it goes into standard, that makes it legal for like everything, right? Which Sid will get a card since it's a different Sid in almost every game? Oh, I expect multiple Sids. Right? Although I guess if I had to pick a Sid, I would say either Final Fantasy VI is Sid or Final Fantasy VII's Sid. 6 or 7. Paul says, last time I spun the wheel, I helped release loot and was excited until I wasn't and watched a guy win a channel ban. That was just a 24-hour timeout. He didn't get banned. That's Thompson. He's still here. Your contention is that I'm closer to Jess Guy, a master and a teacher, an old wizard, but don't fuck around to get you. Larry, you think there'll be a new Chase in Aether Drift? He'll have 4 abilities. Every one of them is mill, and he won't be able to draw. He's going to have 17 abilities. And there's going to actually be an extra card like back where he folds out. So it's like 2 magic cards, and it folds down. And his abilities just run all the way down the card. And then he's got a flip side. And then he's got a flip side so he can flip out on ya. Whew. All right. Well, I don't think that I'm sick anymore, my friends. So, glad to say that. No coughing spells here at the end. So, we're wrapping it up. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I hope you had a good time. And I will catch up with you guys again soon. But for now, farewells. So longs.